I'm Madison Stacey. Reggie Wayne arriving to training camp in style, saying it's full speed ahead for the Indianapolis Colts. Truly was a grand opening for the Fresh Time Farmers Market today. People were lined up outside since 9:30 last night. But that demand, the CEO tells us, is what brought the store to Indianapolis in the first place. Ebola is deadly and kills about half the people who contract it. Doctors here at Methodist aren't quite sure how to tackle this fast-growing threat, but they're trying anyway. Want to catch some summer fun with your four-legged friend here at Victory Field? Those details coming up on Sunrise. An Indiana judge struck down a ban on gay marriage today. We're live downtown at the City County building where people are lined up all the way down the hall trying to get that marriage certificate signed as soon as possible. And we're here with Kelly Brown. Tell me a little bit what it's like. What is it like for you being here today? Preparations for the State Fair are already underway, and of course every Hoosier knows a trip to the Midway is a must. But before they can hop on their favorite ride, inspectors first have to check to make sure that they're safe. The Indiana Department of Homeland Security has already been checking rides since Tuesday. They've checked 52 so far, but they aren't the only ones hard at work here today. Kids showing animals in 4-H competitions, aspiring champions like the Malcolm siblings are setting up too.
Because you work hard. I mean, getting up in the morning. We made 5:30, being outside by 6 and getting chores done.
The fair officially starts tomorrow, and inspectors say they fully expect the rides to be working by that time. But of course, everyone here still has a lot of work to do before the festivities begin. Live from the fairgrounds, Madison Stacey, Channel 13, Eyewitness News. A man is in custody, another still on the loose after a robbery here on the city's north side earlier this morning. Police responded to a call here at 24th and Meridian where they say two men took a stolen vehicle and rammed it into the front of this pawn shop, taking as many as 5 guns and leaving some sizable damage, as you can see, to the front of the building. Now, that vehicle that they used was actually reported as being stolen earlier in the morning. So as police were chasing it down the road, it actually crashed near 25th and Talbot. Police then say the two suspects grabbed their guns and tried to get away, but one of them was apprehended by the force's K-9 unit. And again, this investigation is still ongoing. Police looking into the possibility of a second vehicle being used to commit the crime, still looking for that second suspect who got away, considering him to be armed and dangerous. And again, we'll bring you all the details as the situation continues to unfold. Live from downtown, Madison Stacey, Channel 13 Eyewitness News.
Now, the latest from Channel 13 Eyewitness News.
As searchers continue to clean up wreckage from Malaysian Airlines Flight 17, we're getting confirmation that an Indiana University graduate student was one of the people killed in that crash. Caroline Kaiser was aboard the plane when it was shot down by a missile over eastern Ukraine, and today in Bloomington, Hoosiers are mourning the loss of one of their own. Even though the plane crashed nearly 5,000 miles away, students at IU still felt its impact.
I mean, obviously, you're in denial at first, and then, yeah, it just hit you.
The aircraft carried 25-year-old Caroline Kaiser, an IU graduate student who was one of nearly 300 people killed in the crash.
Well, there's like not one negative thing about her.
Shortly after the disaster, the Bloomington community reached out on Twitter, sending their love to Kaiser's friends and family. The tweets had the same message, that Kaiser was an exceptional person who will be dearly missed by all.
She treated everyone how they deserved it. I mean, like, she was just amazing.
A member of the Hoosier women's rowing team, Kaiser was a gifted athlete who competed for her home country, the Netherlands national rowing team. She rowed in the lead boat for IU as captain.
Any team would like be honored to like have had someone like her on the team. So yeah, I mean, everybody loved her.
But she was so much more than just an athlete. She was set to return to Bloomington after a short trip in Malaysia to continue research she was working on to help treat Alzheimer's and cancer.
I keep saying it, but she was always so positive.
Asia Shero, her former teammate, is struggling to make sense of all this. She looks through pictures of the time they spent together.
She had it in her as a natural, not even just leader, but like a friend, like a mentor.
For now, the rowers and those closest to Kaiser are doing all they can to keep her memory alive, knowing full well that this captain's impact won't fade anytime soon. Reporting from Bloomington, Madison Stacey, Channel 13, Eyewitness News.
And you're starting to hear now more too about who may have actually shot down this plane.
Right. Well, they think it was shot down by pro-Russian separatists, which is a Ukrainian anti-government group. But the crash site is actually in territory that's controlled by that group, so they're trying to conduct investigations. It's not, they're obviously meeting some difficulties there, but Asia did tell me that her and her friends are trying to actively avoid seeing that news. It's still a very difficult time, very hard for them.
Yeah, as you can imagine. Well, thank you so much for your reporting.